Thank you all so much for being here today. We are so proud of Mirimichi and what we've created here. It's been absolutely one of the biggest joys of our lives. When we started this project, we never expected it to be so much fun and to turn into what it has turned into. It's been a great passion for our family. Justin has grown to love it. And we had our wedding reception here when it was Woodstock Hills almost 25 years ago. So that also holds a dear place in our heart. And Paul taught Justin and I both the game of golf here.
When we talk about planting the seeds of growth, I want to take it in a different direction. Our role is not only to make this a great golf course, but plant the seeds of growth for this great community and this great city. Putting together a strategy that will feature Mirimichi and that will bring a lot of national tourists into this great city, and they'll get a chance to see this resort experience, but they're also going to get a chance to see all the other great assets that Memphis has to offer.
I'd have to agree with my mother that this really is a special event for us today, and has been a special growth watching this turn into what it's turned into. But I think you'll all agree, if not now, that when you actually get to walk or ride and see the course in all of its splendor, that it really is something to marvel at. I was able to pose the question, is it possible for a golf course to actually be green? And I'm sure you all know what I mean, which is eco-friendly. And as it turns out, it is. It takes a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to get it done. But what we were able to do in starting over has become another beautiful accident that I hope to, and this is the biggest part of this for me, because it's amazing to do something to give back to your community, a place that you grew up in. Right over there on the 10th tee was where I hit my first golf ball ever, when it was Big Creek. But also to put an idea into the world and to see it come to fruition and hopefully become a benchmark and start a movement of actually putting together a facility or a sanctuary, because I believe that that's what this place is, that actually gives back to itself.
Truthfully, the beauty of the golf course is the outlining areas, the periphery. We've got majestic hardwoods and oaks that you can see that line the fairways that help you shape your shots. We've got wildflower meadows and flowing native grass fields. We've got several expansive waste bunkers and sand bunkers, 84 to be exact. Additionally, on the back nine, we've got 2 recirculating creeks that meander through the back nine that have some fabulous vistas, some waterfalls, and a beautiful water wall that you will all have the pleasure of seeing as you reach hole 13. And when you combine all of this together, what you get is a very stunning visual experience that hopefully will offer a calming peace and serenity to you as you face this very demanding test of golf.
What is an Audubon Classic Sanctuary? What that means is we focus on clean water. Every drop of water that falls on this site, if it falls on a tee, a fairway, a green, a parking lot, that water is filtered, it's cleaned before it even reaches the pond. So we like to think of ponds from a frog's perspective. A frog doesn't know the difference. We want to make sure the frog is happy in the pond. Plant and wildlife habitat is critical. As you're out on the course today, notice the young wetland plants that have been planted around the pond edges. And then you'll see we've also planted plants. So the great team here has planted plants in the uplands surrounding the ponds. So these have a function of cleaning water, but they also provide great wildlife habitat.
This is the city where I grew up in. It's my home, and it will always be that for me. So anytime you can give back to that and get 18 holes in, I mean, it's a win-win. So.
Okay.